Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's Heartland week, and today's video is probably going to be long because it's very in-depth. But I'm excited to do it. So, Heartland week, and I'm busy watching season 3. I'm not quite done yet, so I might not do some tiny me stuff on that, but we'll see. Ouch. But I did get to the part of the plane crash, and my sister, while we were watching it, made a joke. She mentioned that, oh, you know, Ty dies, he doesn't come back from that. But, and I turned it into a theory. Well, I guess she kind of mentioned it a little bit, and then I kind of went more in depth with it. So this theory is called living with ghosts. So, how this theory works is, I thought I was doing stuff, but I guess I'm not. Ty and Scott go on, when they go on the plane crash, only Scott returns. I might think, but wait a minute. Scott was more seriously injured than Ty. Oh, that's what that is. It's the dog. From the outside, yes. Scott, as we know, had a piece of metal in his leg, and that ended up being infected. Ty, on the other hand, now we know Ty does survive, but if he did die, Ty would have probably died from either exposure, or maybe he was suffering some internal injury we didn't know happened. So, now of course, there are two ways to do this. Either Ty dies in the hospital, or he just is dead when they get there. Now, Abby said, my sister, it probably would be better if he was dead when she got there. And then the theory goes like this. Amy just can't cope with Ty being gone, so she imagines seeing him. Now, of course, you might think, what about season 3? I mean, everything else happens. I figured that out. Well, I didn't really figure it out. I kind of made up. So I figured that out. Ty isn't quite gone yet. Well, he is gone, but he's still, his ghost still floats around a little bit, and only Amy can see him. So in episode Quarantine, we kind of, why did I just say kind of twice? When he gets after her for telling Kit to leave because of what she did, only she is seeing Ty. And then after that, she just can't accept the fact that Ty is gone, so she makes up the fact that he is there. Makes up the fact that she married him and they had a kid together. And all this stuff. Now, of course, this doesn't even make sense for any of their fights and breakups. My theory is that for this, she was forgetting Ty, and she's like, well, and remembering Ty, she's like, no, Ty is not dead, Ty's not dead, so she made up this fact that Ty was, that her and Ty were just going through relationship issues instead of Ty being dead. And then in season 7, when Amy goes off to Europe, her family finally figures out, Amy is not okay. She's been pretending that Ty is alive for 4 years. She needs help. So at the beginning, they just let her kind of live. They're like, okay, she's grieving, it'll pass. But then after, they're like, okay, this is starting to get a little out of hand, but maybe it'll go away. And then after 3 years, they're like, we have to do something, but what are we going to do? Then 4 years, and they're like, okay, we need to do something. So they send her to this facility in Europe that will help her, but surprise, surprise, she comes back and nothing has changed. I was like, well, there's nothing we can really do. Best bet is probably just let her live her life, pretend that he is here, but maybe she'll, hopefully, will forget him on, she'll hopefully, accept his death on her own. And that's where we come to season 13, because after that, everything is just, she keeps, almost forgetting him. It's like, no, he's alive, and he's here, he's in Mongolia, or we're just taking a break from our engagement, so that she doesn't have to accept the fact that he's dead. But then season 13 comes, and she finally accepts the fact that Ty is dead. He died. It's like, I have to keep living my life now. Of course, now there are a few things this doesn't work with. One, Lindy. So my theory for this is that Lindy is also a figment of Amy's imagination. So either she adopted someone and named it Lindy, or she just couldn't bear to give up something of Ty, so she keeps Lindy in her imagination and in her mind. Now, of course, with Harley and the jacket, as we see in season 14, those she would have had because those are physical items that Ty actually owned before he died. Same with his truck. Whereas with everything else that Ty would have owned after season 3 is a figment of the imagination. Now, there are a few scenes where this does fall apart, like when the family mentioned Ty quite a few times. So this is where the theory falls apart because that doesn't work as much. But this is mostly just a theory that kind of gives a little laugh because we know that it could never possibly have happened because that would not have worked at all. And people would probably stop watching it, and I would have kept watching it. It would have been interesting, but I'm getting this on camera. I'm getting the whole thing on camera. So this theory, it doesn't work for every single part of... It's still on camera. So this doesn't work for every single part of Heartland, but it does work for certain parts of it, and mostly the important parts. There are a few things that you can get, that you can kind of ignore a little bit. There are other things that's like, this just doesn't work, that theory. So that's going to put this video. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for the next video, which will be on season 15 a little bit. Alright, see you.